I will keep that on the down low and never do anything like that again, because bitch, that is a mess. What happened to old fashioned we throwing hands? Like, you talking mess, square up. Like, I got so many questions.
Now everybody sing that shit.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl TayPancakes, aka Taylor Stevens, aka Tay. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, what's up, B? I missed you. So welcome to Tea Time with Tay. I decided to give y'all a safe space to send me some tea, some drama, some stories, anything that you might need advice on or just want me to tell to the rest of the world. My email is full and it's messy. The tea is hot, baby. The tea is hot. Just let you know, if you do decide to send in your post, or if you've already sent something in, I will not disclose your name or any of that unless you ask me to. Unless you like, you have to specifically say, I want you to say my name, or I want you to say my @name, or whatever the case may be in the video. Otherwise, it's anonymous. Because I see some of y'all introduce yourselves, and I won't be saying your name. Like, some of y'all started off with, hi Tay, my name is XYZ. I won't be naming names because I don't need nobody coming for me. I didn't tell you to say my name. Now my boyfriend know I cheated on him. That won't be me, sweetie. So don't look for it. Let's get started. So it says, your girl needs your input. LMAO, girl, it better be funny because. So it says, hey girl, so I have a concern moving forward with my ex. A couple months ago, I found, moving forward with your ex. So I'm guessing you're trying to get back with him because, yeah. A couple months ago, I found out he was cheating. So I said some really awful things about his deceased mother in order to hurt him. Sis, like if someone said the things I said to him about my mom, I would be in jail for murder. Let me say something. If somebody said something about my mother, not only my mother, she only gotta be dead. Let somebody say something about my mother, we fighting, like, period. My hand's bisexual at that point, but we just gonna keep going. Anyway, we started back communicating about a week ago. I agreed that we can start talking and regaining the lost trust from cheating. Cheating, talking crap about a dead mother. I don't know where to put them on the scale. Anyway, my concern is that he claims he isn't bothered about what I said about his mom. Like, I literally sent a screenshot. Like, I literally sent a screenshot of his mom's obituary and how ugly and fat she was. That's not even funny. That's effed up, sis. I didn't mean any of it, but I'm scared that he's setting me up for something because how are you okay talking to someone who disrespected the person who meant the world to you? Should I end things because I feel like it's suspicious, or should I bring conversation up even though he said he doesn't care? What do you think? We starting this off spicy. This is some pressure. Don't listen. I'm gonna give you some advice, baby, but don't base your decision off me, because if you get set up, don't tell it. Don't say I said it. So there's a couple things to unfold here. So you just told me you sent a picture of his mother's obituary and call her fat and ugly, sis. If I was you, I wouldn't. And I'm gonna say I wouldn't for two reasons. One, I'm a firm believer in a lot of things that you say in the heat of anger is somewhat true. Times 10, but it's somewhat true what you think. I know that even if he say he forgive you, and he might not be plotting on you, sis, but even if he say he forgive you, the moment y'all get into it, he gonna be like,
she called my mother fat and ugly. She called my dead mother fat and ugly.
Maybe have the conversation, because if it's something that's really sitting in your heart, sis, I think, I don't even know what to say here. Like, don't get with nobody else that got a dead mother. But he cheated, so I could see the anger. Like, I try to imagine sometimes what I would do if somebody cheated on me. And it's either gonna be a knife, or I guess if it's not the knife, if it's not you going crazy, sometimes it's you talking about their dead mother. So, you know. He cheated on you, so there's anger there. You call his dead mother fat and ugly, it's anger there. I just see a fight in the future, and I'm not gonna be the one to say I said that y'all get back to that. So This next story has no subject, so I don't really know what's gonna happen here. It says, okay. So girl, let me tell you this story that happened a little while ago. So basically, me, my guy best friend, and my best friend all had beef with this one girl. We'll call her Jay. So basically, we all didn't like her. So Jay is the girl you didn't like. Cool. So basically, we all didn't like her because she was mad annoying and always had something to say about us. So one day, we had a plan to basically poison her. So one day we had a plan to poison her to get back at her for all this shit she had did to us. Wait a minute. Y'all just said she always had something to say and she was annoying. Like, poisoning somebody? Like, that's a lot. But I'm gonna keep reading. They're trying to get her back and says, so she says, one day during class, I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. Y'all was trying to poison people in 7th or 8th grade? It says, my guy best friend put out an empty water bottle and peed in it during class. Then he poured a sugar packet in it and put it in the teacher's fridge. What if the teacher would have drank it? It says this was on Friday, so I was in a good mood. At the time, I had a boyfriend though, but I don't know what came over me, but I decided to give my guy bestie the slurp during class since we sat in the back. And my man wasn't in class at the time. Wait a minute. Y'all in 7th, 8th grade giving the slurp. If we talk about the slurp, I'm thinking about the slurp. You give the slurp in 7th or 8th grade? The slurp. Not the slurp. Yeah, she said slurp. She said slurp. You talking about the same slurp? Yeah, we talking about the same slurp. You know what slurp mean, right? Yeah, we all know what slurp means. In the back of the class? Oh my God, wait, this is, okay, it says, in the middle of the slurp, not the slurp. We gotta stop saying slurp. In the middle of the slurp, my boyfriend comes back into the classroom, but I decided to finish what I was doing. But some of it had got on my, but thankfully the lights were off, so my man came and gave me a kiss and didn't suspect anything. Bitch, you nasty. But anyway, at the end of the school day, my guy bestie pulls the bottle of sweetened pea out of the teacher's fridge and gives it to Jay, the girl we don't F with, and she ended up drinking it and then was in the hospital for 2 days after. That's my story. I hope it's not too long, but regardless, I love you, Tay. Keep this anonymous because I'm still dating my boyfriend and he don't know any of this ever happened. You were in 7th or 8th grade and a girl that simply annoyed you and, you know, talked a little mess. That's what we do in middle school, you know, run our little mouths. Y'all wanted to poison the girl. Successfully did it at that. And to me, I thought that was the wildest part. I thought that was it was like a little roller coaster. It was like, we trying to poison her. I gave another boy the slurp. Like, and if you talk about the slurp, I was not slurping up in 7th or 8th grade. I'm not judging you though, sis. Like, I don't want y'all thinking I'm judging y'all. This is a safe space. But bitch, I'm judging you. You specifically, I'm judging you. You know why? You know, you're nasty. And this is why you're nasty. You're nasty. You know what? I'm not gonna judge you for cheating. I'm gonna judge you for slurping in the back of the class and then smacking with your nigga. You ain't had to embarrass him, no, sis. You ain't had to embarrass him. Cause now that nigga sitting back for the rest of his life, looking at this nigga like, your girl gave me slurp and then you came back in there and you kissed. And wait a minute, let me stay on topic. I should be more concerned with that. I think I just read an incriminating message. Why did you give the girl the piss? And why did you add the sugar? Did you think the sugar was gonna make it taste like lemonade? What happened to old fashioned we throwing hands? Like, you talking about square up? Like, I got so many questions. You're still with your boyfriend. I can't tell you what to do, but baby, I hope there was growth. Where was the teacher? There is so much going on here. Where was the teacher for y'all to have been able to Slurp slurp in the back of the class. Your friend pee in the bottle and put sugar in it. Wherever she did not see the pissy bottle in the fridge. And why, what gave the girl the motivation to, was it her water bottle that you peed in? Like maybe I'm trying to imagine here, because if it was a clear water bottle, there ain't no way baby sis drank clear water bottle full of pee. But I wonder what piss and sugar tastes like for her to not have known that she was gargling piss. In the hospital for 2 days, y'all felt no remorse? Y'all ain't feel bad at all? That's diabolical. That's not even bullying, like that's sinister. Like, give me 1 second. Yeah, 911. Yeah, I like to report something. I think you should, I would say take it to the grave. You told me, but nobody know who you are, but take that to the grave. Like, don't even jokingly tell that story to nobody. Like, it's safe here in this space, but like, don't meet nobody new and go gossip about that. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I had to give any advice, I would keep that on the down low and never do anything like that again, because bitch, that is a mess. Hey Tay, I love your videos. Thank you. So I brought my boyfriend at the time to a small party at my friend's house. It was mostly just close friends. For me, it felt like a great night. We drank, played some games, and listened to some music. I ended up getting tired later in the night and decided to go home since I live right down the street where we were. My boyfriend and I walked back to my place. Before we even got to the door, he yacked in my driveway. Yuck. I made him food and brought him water while we watching TV. Out of nowhere, he tells me that he wants to go back to the party. That was fine with me at the time because I trusted him. He went back to the party and I fell asleep. A few days later, I saw a text from him saying that he kissed my close friend at the party. I made a huge deal and was dumb enough to stay with him. 5 months later into the relationship, a friend that was at the same little party told me he lied and they went even farther than that. Long story short, I dumped his ass and she just gonna cheat. Okay, good for you, sis. Good for you. Good for you, good for you. Because it's the close friend for me. But I wanna know what happened with the close friend. Because you said it was a close friend. And if a close friend is making with my beep, 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 beep. So I just wanna know what happened then. But if you want to know part 2, let me know what happened then. I'm waiting for it. I'll be waiting for it. Next story. I've known my girl best friend for 11 years now. Always been super close, like every single day close, even though we live 2 hours away. We were both straight, she said. She put the little straight. The straight. She said we were both straight and only dated guys over the years, no problem. Recently, within the last year, we started flirting. I don't even know why I started and we went with it. It became one of our new things to flirt and say gay stuff to each other as a joke. 2 months ago, she came and visited me. We hooked up like almost the entire time she stayed. It seemed like there was no problems at first, but then we started to talk about the possibility of a relationship, mutual conversation, and we decided we would try it out. Over the next 2 days, she was here after the conversation, and then she started acting different and withdrawing and started little arguments for no reason. I asked her what was up, then we talked about relationship stuff again. She says she loves me a lot and could see herself with me, but every time she's trying with me, her toxic ex creeps into her mind and she still loves him too. I get not being over her ex, so I was okay with it at first, and then she started dreaming about him and saying his name in her sleep, even lovey things. We were sleeping in the same bed, so you can see why that might be an issue. She left, we were good, talking for a few days, even though it was awkward, and now we barely talk. Haven't talked in about 2.5 weeks. It's also on my part too. Everything that went down kind of makes me sad, even though I understand, but the distance emotionally between us just got bigger and bigger, and now I feel even more confused. She says she still wants us to try to be in a relationship, but after all this, I feel confused on what to do. And I'm wondering if we should stay friends, even though I really do like her. So you're saying that you guys are distant and all that stuff. This is a lot. Not being over an ex is typically enough for someone to say we're not gonna try this, but it could be a messy territory for y'all to still try to be friends. So maybe y'all give yourself that distance and then come back together when she's over her ex, and y'all can be in a safe place, because y'all are never gonna be happy with her ex still on her head. She always gonna be looking for her ex in you. So I would say, for the sake of your friendship, maybe hit her up and be like, hey, I know there's some things that you gotta get, you know, together with yourself as far as getting over your ex, whatever the case may be. Respect it and just give y'all the space, because for y'all to be friends, baby, that's just setting yourself up for heartbreak. That's just setting yourself up for mess. So I would just step away and maybe come back when y'all cards align, because baby girl seems like she's still stuck on her ex, and don't do that to yourself. And I wouldn't tell you to set yourself up for that. I know that's your best friend, that's gonna be hard, y'all stepped into a territory that made things difficult, so it's gonna be like, damn, we maybe messed up our friendship, but that's life, things happen. Hopefully y'all will come back together, but either give yourself that space to either A, work things out and actually be together, or B, so things won't be awkward and y'all can actually be friends, because obviously when y'all do try to communicate, it's awkward and weird. So, you know, give it space, give it time, let it simmer, and yeah. And it's probably also a confusing situation considering y'all said that y'all were each other's first like same-sex relationship. So she probably confused with a lot of other stuff, like I've been dating guys all my life and now I'm messing with a girl. So she probably, you know, no excuse for her playing with your feelings though. Don't nobody need to be playing with your feelings. But yeah, so she need to figure all that out with herself, because you seem very sure and she seems very I know I like you, but I'm not sure because I still got feelings here. So, you know, give it that space. Okay, so this is the last one I think I'm gonna read for today, when the subject says, oh boy. So it says, hey Tay, this story is a bit old, but I thought why not share, because it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay, grab my tea, baby, because it seemed like it might be a little hot. My cousin and I were in a let me put the tea down for this one. Okay. My cousin and I were in a relationship. My cousin and I were in a relationship for 10 years. What in the back roads, Alabama? My cousin and I were in a relationship for 10 years. We're both guys, and ever since I was 6, we be having, and we did it every time we had a sleepover. And once in a while, my other cousin, let's call him Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Would join us, and nobody knew about this, in a relationship, having with your cousin. Someone called the police. One faithful afternoon, Anthony says, let's play truth or dare. And I said, sure. My sister was there and she said she wanted to play too, but she was like 3 years old. She said she wanted to play too, but she was like 3 years older than me and told me I can't play because it's the other people, It's for older people. And this was when I was 12, by the way. So I was like, fine, and went into the other room. Okay, so it says I came back a while later because my show had ended, and didn't see my man. Your man. Please stop saying your man. That's your cousin. Seeing my man / cousin, I asked Anthony where he went, and he said he went to the bathroom. Little nosy me went back to check and bursted into the washroom. First thing I saw was my sister sucking. I didn't make a scene because my family didn't know I was gay at the time. Later that same night, I saw them have, and you better believe I blackmailed the F out of her. What in the Brokeback Alabama mountain? What the hell is this? And it's the fact that you're talking about it like it's like some high school boyfriend drama. That is your cousin. And your cousin laying with the other cousin. And you're mad at the other cousin because the other cousin doing with the cousin. Where's your parents? Where's your auntie? Where's your mama? Where's everybody at? Why do y'all have a 10-year relationship? What is going on? That is not your man, that is your cousin. That is your auntie's child, your uncle's child. This is not okay. Not the cousins. I just felt like I watched the synopsis of Flavor of Love, but cousin edition. Like I feel like this was a reality TV show, but cousin, backwood cousin edition. That's your family, your blood. You know what them kids gonna look like? You know what them kids gonna look like? All right, that was the first Tea Time with Tay. So submit any more stories that you would like to be told. I think I'm gonna start doing it on Tuesdays because Tuesday Tea Time with Tay sounds better than Thursday Tea Time with Tay. But we'll see, either Tuesday or Thursday, probably Tuesday. But it's gonna be every week thing. So continue to send your crazy stories and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other kind of videos I do. I typically do challenge videos. So look for a challenge coming next. Bye.